the years of consecutive droughts in parts of South Africa, hitting the wildlife industry very hard. The Northern Cape province has lost more than two-thirds of its game in just the last 3 years. This report takes a look at the wildlife industry, which is crucial, a very important part, revenue generation for South Africa.
A severe drought is threatening South Africa's wildlife industry, with game farmers keeping fewer animals and tourists visiting game lodges in smaller numbers. Parts of the country have been affected by consecutive years of abnormally hot weather and below average rainfall that have scorched grazing land and dried up watering holes since 2015, the driest year on record.
We've had very little rainfall in the last 6 to 7 years. To the last 5 years, we've had our annual rainfall in the 5 years. So on average, we get about 250 millimeters a year, and that's the total amount we've got in the last 5 years. Hopefully, we are at the end of the drought, because we've been struggling for the last 7 years.
Industry body Wildlife Ranch in South Africa estimates the Northern Cape province has lost more than two-thirds of its game over the last 3 years. It is conducting a countrywide survey to determine the scale of animal losses and the financial impact on the country's more than 9,000 wildlife ranches. The wildlife industry generates revenue for South Africa through tourism, hunting, breeding, and meat production. Trophy hunting alone generated 2 billion rand in 2016, according to research carried out for the Environment Ministry.
Let's remember the end market for the private wildlife ranching industry is the tourist, whether it's a tourist on game views, visiting a game farm or private nature reserve, or whether it's a consumptive tourist as a hunter. So the game farmer provides a bed to a tourist, he provides a bed and an animal to a hunter. So we have the feedback that we got from our members, especially as far as pure tourism is concerned, is that it already had an effect of up to about 20%, because tourism on game farming includes game drives. People want to experience wildlife. They want to have a wildlife experience, and it's very difficult on a private nature reserve to take people on a game drive if they need to experience seeing vultures circling in the air over carcasses, or actually in the very bad areas smelling animals dying in the drought. So yes, that does have a negative influence on tourism.
South Africa's temperatures are rising at twice the global average rate, and in much of South Africa, the level of water in reservoirs is dwindling. One to home to around 4,500 animals, including 35 different species, the Thuro Lodge that Schumann manages has lost around 1,000 animals due to drought. The lodge has seen costs rise as it buys in additional feed for the animals, but hunters are paying less and fewer tourists are coming to see the animals. The drought has also hit the rest of the region, with Botswana, home to almost a third of Africa's elephants, seeing more than 100 of the creatures die in 2 months last year.